Hi there, this is Ed Herzog from edherzog.com, and today I want to show you OptinMonster. OptinMonster is one of the most advanced tools for collecting email addresses on your website. You can use it to create pop-up forms, opt-in forms, hello bars, welcome mats, and a whole lot more. And the great thing about OptinMonster is you can use it on any website where you can put custom JavaScript. So you're not limited just to WordPress, although you obviously can use it on a WordPress website. So what I want to do in this video is first give you a basic overview of the features of OptinMonster. Second, I want to show you the pricing options for OptinMonster, and then I'll take you through a demo of what you can do with OptinMonster. So let me switch over to my desktop, and I will start by showing you the various features that come with OptinMonster. So here I am on the OptinMonster website, and you see first of all they have a drag and drop builder. You also have yes/no forms that says you can create multi-step campaigns to improve conversions and sales, mobile-friendly pop-ups, custom success messages, a canvas, you can create your own designs from scratch, no coding needed, and monster effects. Choose from 26 plus attention-grabbing animation and sound effects. Campaign types, lightbox pop-up, full-screen welcome mat, slide-in scroll box, floating bar, countdown timer, sidebar forms, inline forms, content locker, and coupon wheel opt-in. So a lot of different options for the type of pop-up that you want to create. Campaign triggers, exit intent technology, scroll trigger, monster link two-step options. That's when, for example, if somebody clicks on a button and that triggers a pop-up. Inactivity sensor, time display control, campaign scheduling, targeted campaign, so refer detection, show targeted messages based on where the user is coming from. Page level targeting, so customize your campaigns based on the page or section of your website. On-site follow-up campaigns, so create on-site drip campaigns triggered by visitor interactions. On-site retargeting, create special offers and promotions for returning visitors. Geolocation targeting, so personalized campaigns based on the visitor's location. Cookie retargeting, so personalized based on cookies. Device-based targeting, so targeting based on desktops, tablets, and mobile devices, and then ad block detection, which is recover ad block revenue with targeted messages. Integrations, they integrate with a lot of different email service providers, from MailChimp to ActiveCampaign to Drip, right into WordPress, etc. So there are a lot of different integrations in terms of different email sending providers. You also have list segmentation, so group subscribers based on interest for marketing automation. Lead sharing, easily shared leads with joint venture and co-marketing partners. Success tracking scripts. Says set up retargeting pixel based on campaign interaction to boost ROI, return on investment. And smart tags, personalize your website with dynamic smart content. Finally, actionable insights. Real-time behavior automation, skyrocket conversions with automated personalization. A/B testing, easily A/B test your ideas to keep increasing conversions. Smart success, make new offers to people who have already opted into your campaigns. And conversion analytics, get the stats you need to improve your lead generation strategy. So those are some of the features that you get with OptinMonster. As you can see, it's a very comprehensive tool that has a lot of features that you can use to build your email list and also to do a lot of other things as well. So those are the features that you get with OptinMonster. Let's now take a look at the pricing. So they have 4 different plans. They have the basic plan, which is $9 a month, Plus is $19, Pro is $29, and Growth is $49. And by the way, I visited this page lots of times. They always offer these discount prices. These normal prices, I've never seen them actually charge those, so take it for what it's worth, but these I think are the real prices. Now, I'm going to give you kind of some caveats here with the pricing. This is my main criticism of OptinMonster, and it's 2 parts. First of all, your only choice is to pay annually. So it says $9 a month, but it's billed annually. There's no option to be billed monthly. There's also no free plan if you just want to try it out, although it does have a 14, as you see here, a 14-day money-back guarantee. But be aware that with OptinMonster, you do have to pay for a full year up front. So, this would be $108. Sorry, can't do mental math quite that quickly. Not like it used to be. I think this is what, $228, etc. So it can get expensive if you're going for the growth plan. It's going to be roughly 600 some dollars, or maybe $550 a year. Paid one time, billed annually. But again, there's no actual option to pay this on a monthly basis. Okay. Now my other criticism here is that I just showed you all those features. Well, unfortunately, you don't get all the features with every single plan. And so we see here this basic plan gets you one site and 3,500 page views. This gets you two sites, 15,000 or 15,000 page views. Three sites, 50,000, and five sites, 250,000. And then you get a lot of other features here as well. But again, the features increase as you go across the plans. I really wish that they would offer the full plans, full feature set on every single one of these, and then just obviously change the number of sites, number of page views. I don't really understand why they have it set up this way, that you get additional features, because some people may only may have one site but need some of these features over here, and to get access to those they've got to buy this one of these bigger plans. That to me just, it doesn't make sense. So be aware that when you do choose a plan for OptinMonster, that you choose one that fits what you need. Not just based on number of page views and sites, but based on other features that are available for that particular plan. Okay, so those are the pricing options, and as I said, it does come with an unconditional 14-day money-back guarantee. So now let me take you through a demo of what you can do with OptinMonster. So here I am inside of my account dashboard for OptinMonster, and the first thing I want to do is I want to add my website to OptinMonster. So I'll come over here, click on that, and then go to Sites. Then I'll add new site, give it a name, add the domain. Then here I can set the campaign default. So I can choose this, if I have multiple sites, I can choose one as a default site for new campaigns. Keep that checked and go ahead and save site. Now I'm given some more options, so I can set a global interaction cookie, a global success cookie. I can add my affiliate link. If I want to have my affiliate link within the pop-up, I can add that. It's optional. I can add Google reCAPTCHA. I can connect with my Google Analytics. And finally, I can select a default integration for my email service provider. So, whether it's ActiveCampaign, Aweber, Campaign Monitor, etc., you can choose a default for that particular account or that particular website. Save that. Then you can come down here and integrate with your various email service providers. So I've already integrated here with ActiveCampaign and MailerLite. Monster Leads is their own system. If you want to save your leads within your dashboard here, you can do that. I'm not going to take you through a tutorial on how to do this. They have tutorials, but normally you have to get your API key and add it in. It's a fairly simple process, takes a couple minutes. As you can see, they have native integrations with a lot of different services. And if you use one that you don't see here, you can simply create an HTML form in your email service provider and then drop it into OptinMonster. That will work fine. So you do have an option if that's something that you want to do. So here I am back within my dashboard, and now I want to create a new campaign. So I'm going to click on that there. And I'm given a lot of different options here. So I have pop-up, floating bar, full screen, inline, slide in, and gamified. And by the way, I should mention that when I showed you the pricing, I showed you there were 4 different plans. I have the third of those, which is a pro plan, which means I don't have access to every single feature. So for example, gamified is not an option that I have. So there are some things that I can't show you. And by the way, I'm not going to show you every single thing, every minute little thing you can do with OptinMonster, because there are so many different features. I'll give you a much more kind of broad overview of what you can do with this tool. So if you come down here, you see roughly 30, 40, maybe 50 options for different opt-ins that they've developed. Again, you can have, you can start from scratch if you want to do that, but these are the ones that they have pre-created. Now these are for desktop or tablet. They also have ones that are mobile optimized if you prefer that. So they're the ones that are specific for mobile. Again, probably somewhere between 30 and 50. You can also sort them by different goals, by different categories. by tags of gamified or featured, and then sort by most recent or by name. So let's come back here, do desktop or tablet, and let's come down to this one right here. And you can preview it first if you want to. Once you preview it, you'll see the more, kind of the full form, how it looks. So this is what that one looks like. Close out of that, and then go ahead and click on Use Template. Now here I'm going to give it a name. We'll just call this Trial. And now here I can choose which website I want it on. And if I'd added more than one website, I can actually put this on multiple websites at the same time. But I just add the one website, so we'll keep it right here on my main website and click on Start Building. So here you have this pop-up loaded in, and let's start by looking at these options here on the left-hand side. So first of all, we have some opt-in settings. So this here, opt-in view styles, this controls the full container here. So you have different things for background. You can set different gradient types. As you see here, they have a gradient set up with these colors. You can change the colors, change the angle, change the location. You can set a background image. And then you've got things like background position, background repeat, background size. You can set the image layer first, hide container overflow. You have information, you can add a border color, border width, border style, border radius, box shadow, and then padding. So those are options for the full container here. Then we have some options for the close button up over here, so we can turn that off if we want to. Turn it back on, change it to being a square. You can change the position, change the size, change the weight, give it a box shadow, give it padding, give it a margin, have some options for hover, background color, and then color. So those are options for the close button. Coming over here, we can add custom CSS, and we can add custom JavaScript. So those are the different options that we have for the overall container of our pop-up. Coming here to blocks, so you can add additional blocks. Again, this is a drag and drop builder, so you can drag those over there. So you have different row sizes, a full row, a row both of, two columns both of equal size, columns of different size, etc. And here you have your element blocks. You have button, countdown, divider, HTML, icons, image, opt-in fields, spacer, text, video, and yes, no. And then this down here, chatbot, I don't have access to based on the Pro plan. This is only in the highest level plan. And again, these can all be dragged and dropped. So come back over here. Display settings. So you have display settings. If the campaign has been closed, what do you want to have happen? Do you want it to be shown again, and under what conditions? So you can have it shown after X days, on the next visit, only if the display rules are met, or never or until the browser cookies are cleared. Same thing if it's been converted. You have those same options for what you want to have happen next if you want them to see this particular form again. Then you have how long the browser will remember a visitor who has seen this campaign. It says it pairs with monster chains. So monster chains are the monster chains that allows you to kind of chain your different opt-in forms together. So based on their interaction with one form, you can show them something else. So again, this allows you to set up different conditions for chaining together your opt-in forms. It says cross subdomain cookies. Not entirely sure what that is. We'll walk across any subdomains that are allowed. This does not affect analytics data, so you have that option. Here you can change the width of this. Right now it's 600 pixels, but you can change that. You can change this, turn on or off the displayed link down here for OptinMonster. Again, this would be where your affiliate link would go if you want that, but if you don't want to show that, you can turn that off. Again, that's going to be based, I think, on the plan you have. I'm not sure that can be turned off on all plans. This is a campaign namespace. I'm not entirely sure what that is. And then here you're going to add custom CSS, targeting various elements, and the same thing for JavaScript. Here you have pop-up settings, so whether or not you want to close on background click, And finally, custom colors allows you to define a set of color swatches that are available in all color pickers for this campaign. So if you want to do that, you also have that option to set up your own custom colors. So these are the various options that you have for controlling the overall look of this and some of the other settings that go along with this. So now let's take a look in, inside of this and what we can do inside of this actual pop-up. So if you're familiar with other drag and drop builders, this one should be very easy for you to use. So let's just take a look here. We have here this text block. We have a countdown timer, which, by the way, if you're paying attention, the time may be jumping unexpectedly. I'm obviously not doing this all in one take. I'm doing this in multiple takes, so that's why. Have another text item here. Here is an opt-in form, and then here I have different social share icons. And as I showed you when I showed you the information over here, you can bring in other blocks if you want to. Then if I hover over here, first of all, I see this option here for editing the column. Can click on that and I have options for the column setting, so I can set different background styles, colors, image. I've got box shadow options, border color, border width, border style, border radius, padding, margin, and Z index. So that is for the column. For the row, if I come over here, I'm going to have most of the same things. The only real new thing here is this row alignment. So I've got different options for the row alignment, but otherwise it's background, box shadow, border, padding, margin, Z index. Again, same things we've already seen. And again, in theory I can move this, but it's mostly one row there, so it doesn't really let me move it. Here for this text block, one nice thing, I can click right there and edit it right within that. Very easy to do. I can come here and drag and drop it elsewhere. I can also click up there to undo things. Here I can duplicate, I can delete. Obviously I can also delete rows and columns if I want to do that. And if I click here, I have options for editing this text element. So again, background style, background color, box shadow, border color, border width, padding, margin, Z index, etc. I'm not going to show you, again, I don't want to go through in detail on every single one of these elements because, I'd have to drag and drop every single, I think there are like 11 different elements you can put into here, maybe even more. I don't want to take you through a tutorial on what you can do with every single one of these, but the one that I want to show you is this one here. This is probably the most important one, the form. So click here to edit the form. So first of all, we have fields. So with the fields, you can allow them to display in line. Here you have name, email, submit button. You can also add additional fields, phone, and privacy. Privacy is good for GDPR if you need that. For styles, again, this is going to be things like margin, background color, font family. Oh, by the way, font family, I want to mention that real quick. They don't have the full range of Google fonts. They do have a lot of more popular ones, but they don't have the full range. But that's okay. Most of those nobody uses anyways. There's like 30 or 40 that everybody chooses among, and the rest don't get used at all. And again, you can, again, play around with this, change font size, font weight, etc., radius, padding. So that controls that. Here you can set up your reCAPTCHA if you want to do that. Here is for editing the button. And you've got to edit this. This does not edit inline as the text does that I showed you up here. You've got to edit it here. Change the width. Change the alignment. Again, background, colors, etc. So these are a lot of, if you've used any sort of website builder before, a lot of this is going to look very familiar. I'm not really showing you anything new. But what I do want to show you here, this is very important, is you can set up a hover for the button if you want to do that. But the most important thing here is the action. It took me a long time to find this. I had to Google it. So the action for what happens when you submit the button is right here. So you have a few things here. One is to go to a view. Okay, so, and this says this is the success view or the yes/no view. So if you're using a yes/no form, this would be where you'd set it up. The other option, if you're going to a view, is you can create a success view so that when somebody opts in, it flips to this here. If you want to do that, or come back here, go to button, go to action. If you don't want to go to a view, you have other options. You can redirect to a URL, click to call, you can close a campaign, or you can reload the page. So you have those various options for what people do when they click the submit button. Okay, and then here you've got some options for the block. Again, backgrounds, box shadows, border colors, border styles, etc. So that is, what I wanted to show you here in terms of what you can do for creating a form. Again, a lot of this is pretty standard. If you've used any sort of drag and drop builder, this will be very easy for you to use in terms of creating forms that look the way you want them to look. Most important thing, again, is with the submit button that we get here and going to action. That allows you to decide what happens next. If you want them to go to success view, redirect an URL, click to call, etc. You have various options for what you can do with that. So now let's take a look at the display rules. So with OptinMonster, you have a wide variety of display rules that you can use to display your pop-up forms, to display your opt-in forms, your campaigns, where you want, when you want, and to whom you want. Not sure which one is correct, who or whom. Anyway, so let's take a look here. Now here they have popular ones, so time on page, page targeting, exit intent. These ones here are grayed out. I should mention the rules you have access to will depend a bit on which plan you buy. So with my Pro plan, I don't have physical location, I don't have new visitor, and I don't have returning visitor. Monster link on click, which is when somebody clicks a link or a button, and then referral targeting. Those are popular ones. You can click here, go to when, time on page, time on site, inactivity sensor, date, time, date and time, day of the week, month of the year, who, page targeting, physical location, again, monster link, referral targeting, scroll distance, query targeting, cookie targeting, JavaScript variable targeting, ad blocker targeting, and anchor tag targeting. So a lot of different options there. Personalization, exit intent, new and returning visitor, number of pages viewed, visitor device, has converted, has not converted, has closed, not closed, has seen, not seen, has viewed campaign type, has not viewed campaign type, and has visited a page. And then finally for e-commerce, you have options for BigCommerce, for Shopify, and for WooCommerce. So a lot of different display rules that you can use for setting these up. And you can set up a variety of different if rules that go, you can add different or conditions as well as and conditions. So I'm just going to do this real simple for the moment, but just so you know, you do potentially have a lot of different ways to set these up. So let's just go time on page is at least 10 seconds. And then we'll set this to the home page and go to the next step. Oops, skipped a step there. So then it'll come here and it asks you which campaign view to show. Now, if you have more than one, we have that opt-in and then there's a success one. Normally you want to start with the opt-in ones, we'll do that. Again, you can add additional things if you want. Click on that. And you have options for monster effects. So different sound effects, that you can play to draw attention. If you want to do that. Get anything else? No. Okay, so do that and then go to the next step and you can see a summary of what you've set up and what you can go directly here and edit each of those things that we just set up in terms of display rules. So from here I'm going to close out of here and go back to the dashboard and I'll show you some final things with OptinMonster. So here I am back in my campaign dashboard. You can see that I have this here, which again I named trial. It's assigned here to this website. I have some options here so I can edit the campaign. I can see the analytics. I can get the embed code if I want to have the embed code and use that to put it onto my website. I can create a split test. So again, if you want to do A/B testing, this is where you do it. You create the split test right here. You can create a duplicate, add it to the website, add to folder, archive campaign, trash campaign, and then right there to turn it on. If you don't turn it on there, it's not going to be on. You do have to do that as a final step to make sure that it's on. So that is what I wanted to show you on OptinMonster. I tried to show you as much as I could without trying to overwhelm you. But if you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'm always willing to help out as best as I can. Just let me know and I'll answer your question as quickly as possible. I will put my affiliate link in the video description below. If you do choose to buy OptinMonster, I always appreciate it when people buy via my affiliate link. It does give me a little bit of money. It does allow me to continue to create 100% free content. Finally, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I will have a lot of videos coming out the rest of this year and into next year, videos to help you build and grow your online business. So make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. So again, any questions, let me know. And that's it. Hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.